For me, it's about the law and people. How am I supposed to quantify the value of these things when I don't have evidence?
I'm sorry.
And how people can resolve their problems and just be better for it.
Justice with passion.
I always knew I was going to go into law because I tried to see everybody's point of view in an argument. You say one thing, she says another. So who am I to believe?
Justice with truth.
Either you make the decision or I make the decision. You won't like mine.
This is Justice for All with Judge Cristina Perez. Hannah Lastra is suing Jackie Line in the amount of $1,769. Ms. Lastra claims an heirloom chair was broken when her jealous friend confronted her at a stoplight party and says Ms. Line needs to pay for the damage she caused.
Okay, Ms. Lastra, you are here suing the defendant for over $1,700.
Yes, Your Honor.
Right? Saying she damaged a chair at a party.
Yes, Your Honor. Yep.
All right, please give me the facts. Tell me what happened.
All right, so super hard for a single gal like me here in Hollywood to like date people, right? And I mean, I go to clubs, you don't know who's single, you don't know who's not single, you don't know who's hiding being single. Mm-hmm. So I decided to like throw this party, right? Mm-hmm. And there's this, have you ever heard of a stoplight party?
No.
A stoplight party then is, if you're single, you wear green. If it's
so
complicated.
You're single, Miss.
So
you're single? Because you're wearing green?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. And?
If it's complicated, you're wearing yellow. And if it's taken, you wear red.
Okay. I got it. Okay. That makes sense. Okay. So yeah. Red, you're taken. Mm-hmm. Green, you're single, Miss Line. And yellow's complicated.
Correct.
Okay. So what's this called again? Stoplight?
A stoplight party.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Right. Because yellow's a pretty color. I thought maybe purple would be more complicated. But anyway. Yeah. Okay. So you had one of these parties mm-hmm. at your house.
Yep. I had it on the express purpose of making sure that like, there were very clear boundaries at this party because, I mean, my friends are all kind of messy, so okay. I wanted to make sure there were clear boundaries.
No problem.
Right?
How many people would you invite?
I think there were like 30 of us that actually were there.
And how was the party?
It was great at first. Like, it was really fun. Everyone was like having a great time. And then Sarah came in, mm-hmm. and to my knowledge at the time, she had been dating Jackie. They've been dating for a couple months. I met Sarah through Jackie, but I also knew that Jackie had been like super, super controlling mm-hmm. with her recently. Mm-hmm. And so Sarah comes into this party. She's wearing green, and I knew something had happened, right? So I was comforting her, making sure she was okay. Mm-hmm. She told me that she was ready to move on from everything, right?
You broke up with Miss Acuna.
No, Sarah broke up with me.
Oh, okay. So yeah. That's why she was wearing green.
Yes. Yeah.
Got it.
About
okay.
2 hours prior.
To the party?
Yes, less than 2 hours, actually.
Ouch. Okay.
Yes.
All right. And then what happened?
So I've had a crush on her. I had a crush on her for like a couple months before that, but mm-hmm. out of respect, I did not make any sort of move on her.
Okay.
I wanted to be friends with her, but I mean, she was dating my friend, right?
Okay. Oh, she's your friend? The defendant's
yeah.
your friend?
Yeah.
You guys are friends?
Oh,
well,
not now.
Not now.
We were. We had known each other for about 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
So you are actually friends?
Yeah.
And then you dated her ex-girlfriend?
I mean, she was single.
But you don't do that.
Look, she had totally lost my trust at that point. I'd watched her be super controlling.
It doesn't matter. You don't do that. You gave it at least more than a day after they broke up before you start dating your good friend's girlfriend.
I did not handle that well, and I admit that. But I just didn't think it would go like that. And honestly, if the rest of the night hadn't gone how it went, I would have been a better friend about it.
So then you started flirting with Sarah, I imagine.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then what happened next?
Sarah was in the middle of telling me everything about like why she broke up and like flirting, and Jackie comes in the door.
Okay.
And Jackie doesn't even stop to like talk to us. She immediately just comes at us. She makes a like beeline right for us, and she's yelling, "Get your hands off her! Get your hands off her!" And she comes up to me, and I
Were you hugging and kissing her?
We were like holding each other. We weren't like engaging in any sort of PDA.
And they just broke up?
Yeah. Look, I know.
Maybe I'm so old school, but that's just not cool.
Yeah, I really could have handled it.
So then, did you know that Jackie was coming to the party?
No. I had invited her, but I thought, like, she broke up with her. I didn't think
And didn't you think any of your other friends were going to tell Jackie that you were trying to hook up with her girlfriend or ex-girlfriend?
I mean, I figured they would. We're messy, like I
You
said.
didn't care. Then she came in, Jackie came in, she got mad at you, said take your hands off of her, and what happened?
Yep. So she was coming at us, and after everything that I'd heard from Sarah about how controlling, and like they'd had a huge argument about
I really don't care
blah,
the
blah,
reason
blah.
why. Just tell me what happened.
Yes, Your Honor.
Because you're here suing for property damage. I need
Yes.
to get that to that
Yeah.
claim.
When she came up to me, I wanted to keep space between it. I was scared. I had no idea what was going on. So, well, in terms of like the anger, I just didn't know what she was gonna do. I didn't want her to hurt Sarah. So I put my hands out to keep space between us, and I pushed her tiny, tiny bit. It was nothing like she's gonna say. It was not violent.
But you just said your mind was out of it, that you don't remember.
But I
so
still
how did you
wouldn't-
remember
I-
that was a tiny, tiny bit?
Because I would not put my hands on a friend violently like that.
But you would date their girlfriend.
Coming up on Justice for All.
So you tapped her and she flew.
She stepped back into the chair and fell onto it.
Something must have propelled her back.
I swear, I pushed her slightly
How
just
much
to
did you
make
have
sure
to
there was
drink?
space. I'd had 2 glasses of wine.
If you'll be in the Los Angeles area and want to bring your case to court, call 1-888-552-6878. You're watching Justice for All with Judge Cristina Perez. We're back with the case of Hannah Lastra, who is suing Jackie Line for property damage.
Okay, so then you pushed her, and what happened next?
And she took a step back, and when she fell into my chair, she fell through the back of it.
Oh, so
Yeah.
you lightly tapped her?
I just made sure there was space between us.
So you tapped her and she flew.
She stepped back into the chair and fell onto it.
Something must have propelled her back.
I swear, I pushed her slightly
How much
just to
did you
make
have
sure
to
there was
drink?
space. I'd had 2 glasses of wine. I mean, I was hosting. I wasn't going to get smashed.
How does stumbling back make somebody violently go back and hit the chair? And what happened when she hit the chair?
Her arm went straight through the back of the chair, Your Honor. And I don't think that this chair would have taken too much to do that to, because it's a vintage chair. My parents got it in the Netherlands, and they gave it to me as like a housewarming gift when I moved into my own place.
So she broke it, you're suing her for that. Why 1769?
I'm suing for the cost of the repairs.
How much is a brand new one?
I don't know off the top of my head, but I do know that that leather is incredibly expensive now to get the same quality of leather that it was originally manufactured with.
Okay, well, I need some kind of evidence of
Yeah.
the value of the chair, of the potential value of
Of
the
course.
chair, and how much it is to fix it. Can you give Cinder what you have?
Yes,
So
I
you
have
don't know how
3.
much their chair is valued at today?
I do.
Or a new one?
I have a current repair estimate.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you don't have the value of the chair?
Not exactly, no.
Okay, give Cinder what you have.
So I
All
have
right.
3 repair estimates here.
Why 3 repair estimates?
Because I did my due diligence and I checked around with various upholstery companies to make sure that I had the best deal on repairing the chair.
Okay. All right, you originally sued for the highest. Why the highest?
Because they are the best upholstery company in town.
Okay. And why did you give me the other 2?
Just as an example of the fact that it is over $1,000.
I see. Okay. All right, that makes sense. So, Ms. Lyon, what happened?
Your Honor, I don't believe I owe Hannah any money because I was pushed into the chair by her. I was not intending on getting physical at all. So if she hadn't gotten physical with me, the chair would be fine right now. When I first started dating Sarah, I found out when I asked her to be my girlfriend and not before then that she was still with her ex at the time, the person before me. So right from the beginning, I told her I'm gonna have trust issues because I know you're capable of doing this to one person. You're probably gonna do it to me. And she swore that I was different. We were different. She'd never felt this way before about anyone. And
But she broke up with you, though.
Well, yeah, that's a little bit, in a little bit. But she promised me she wouldn't cheat on me like she did with her
But she broke up
ex.
with you. Did she cheat on you?
Well,
I need to
No,
get to
she
the
broke
chair.
up with me.
I mean, this is very
get to the chair
interesting.
part. Sure, sure. So
She broke up with you before she went to the party.
yeah,
That's why she wore green.
Yeah, I confronted her about drinking all day at my apartment, where she's been crashing all the time for free.
Okay.
She has her own place, but she stays at mine, and we're supposed to be moving in together, so I'd asked her to look for a job so we can split rent. Come home, she's drinking and watching TV again. So I said, like, you can't do this. Like, I can't. I literally can't afford to keep doing this.
Okay.
And
She broke up with you.
Yeah, she broke up with me, and she gaslit me.
you.
She told me it's because I'm jealous, that I'm crazy, I'm controlling, and I thought I was being really reasonable. So
you were being reasonable. So when you walked in and you saw the plaintiff and Sarah getting cozy with each other,
yeah,
how did you react?
I was really angry, and I was really, really hurt.
And did you
because
come straight at them?
I walked straight to them in the party because they were right there when I came in the door. They were right there in the living room. So yeah, I
So
came
you were
straight up to
angry
them.
and you came straight to them like,
Yeah, I was about to call them out. I was gonna verbally tell them off. I
gonna do more
I
than
don't
that.
have any problem getting verbal, but I would never, it is not in me to physically attack anyone. That is not my go-to. And also, I'm 5'1". Like, I don't know how scared of me this woman really was right here. Like, Hannah is taller than me, Sarah's taller than me.
We've been friends for 2 years. I know what this girl can do.
But you also know I don't get physical with anyone, and
literally-
you have an issue with physical violence.
I do not. Are
Yes,
you
you
kidding?
do.
I
You know how many
protect
times
you
we
at
had
bars.
to take you off of someone at a club? Exactly, you protect me because you're the physical one.
What kind of history of physical violence does she have?
You know, getting to it at bars, like, yeah, defending me, defending the other girls in our group, but like still, like she's the one who pushes, she's the one who puts her hands on other people.
Okay.
I only do that to make sure the safety of my friends at bars, at clubs.
But you were also protecting Sarah.
Correct.
Okay.
Yes, Your Honor.
So Sarah, get up real quick, if you wouldn't mind standing. Did Hannah push Jackie? Yes or no?
Yes. And I think that actually Jackie fell because she was running towards us like a bull. So kind of like a physics type of thing that you barely touch her, but she was coming with such a speed.
You barely
that
touch
fell.
her?
Yeah.
I just went like
Definitely
this.
touched her with her hand. She was trying to protect me.
Coming up,
I wanted to make sure that she understood that she damaged the chair and to pay me the money it would cost to repair it. After that, if she was amenable to that, I wanted to have a conversation about the night before.
you're watching Justice for All with Judge Cristina Perez. We're back with the case of Hannah Lastra, who is suing Jackie Line for property damage.
Okay, so if I ran straight at Cinder and she had her hands out and I'm running like a crazy person, it's going to be a bounce effect, right?
Correct.
So I'm just going to fall over. I'm
Exactly.
not going to shoot to the corner of the room and fall over a chair.
Correct. Oh, the chair was barely right next to us.
Yeah.
So anything else, ladies?
Yes, actually. The next day, I texted Jackie thinking we could be mature adults about this, and
Mature?
yes, ma'am.
Mature. Okay, let me write that down.
I wanted to make sure that she understood that she damaged the chair, and to ask her to pay me the money it would cost to repair it. And after that, if she was amenable to that, I wanted to have a conversation about the night before.
What were you going to say?
I mean, I was going to say sorry for hurting her and just try and repair our friendship that way.
Did you ever say that to her?
No, because of how she texted me back.
What you say? How did you respond, Jackie? Miss Line?
I was gonna respond responsibly. I was gonna try to have a conversation, but like right as she texted me, I get a notification that Sarah has posted a story, and on the story, they're on a date. It's the day after we broke up, and this whole thing happened. They're on a date. I actually have a picture. So yeah,
I took her out to
I
help her
basically
feel better
responded.
after.
I'll tell you where you can put that chair. Because to like take my girlfriend to be say you're my friend,
Ex-girlfriend.
to cross a boundary that was clearly there if you're adults. Clearly you were gonna hurt me.
Dude, you were being
and
so
neither of you cared.
controlling over
and
me,
then to
like,
charge me money I don't
I couldn't
have.
even-
She came to the party crying because of you.
How old are you guys?
Coming up,
Do not tell me you two couldn't have waited one more night before professing the love that you had towards each other.
She could have come up to us and asked us about it.
But that is like, wow.
You're watching Justice for All with Judge Cristina Perez. We're back with the case of Hannah Lastra, who is suing Jackie Line for property damage.
You all should have known better. As a woman, you all should have known better and valued each other as women, as friends. Do not tell me you two couldn't have waited one more night before professing the love that you had towards each other.
She could have come up to us and asked us about it.
That's just, like I said, maybe I'm old school, but that is like, wow, that's a no.
Excuse me, Your Honor.
I
maybe
mean,
Jackie
that's a
shouldn't
no.
have acted in such a
I'm not
violent way
asking for
towards
help.
us.
I'm perfectly capable of summarizing this case. I have years over you guys. All right? So now what I have in front of me, that's just a piece of advice. I could give you more, but I'm not going to. So you're here before me, Ms. Lastra, because you think that the defendant is responsible
Yes, Your Honor.
for damage to a chair.
Correct.
You two, the three of you, got into some emotional mess, and so, based on disrespect of each other and who you were, and you know by look, when I just said that, Hannah, you looked down and you looked at her and you had a sad face. I know what you did.
We've been friends, and I feel
Well,
bad
then
about
you
it.
know what you did was wrong, period. So you had an equal part in the situation, okay? An equal part in the situation. And let me tell you something, Miss Line. If she treated you like that, or if she broke up with you that quickly and started dating your friend, she ain't worth it.
I know.
Clearly, she's not worth it.
Judge Perez's verdict when Justice for All returns. You're watching Justice for All with Judge Cristina Perez.
Don't you worry. There are plenty of other people. But I also cannot ignore the fact that you came in angry. You said angry. So I think you both had an equal share in the situation. So I do find that you're both responsible for the property damage because you guys did not act mature enough, okay? Yes. Let go of the girlfriend. Don't get angry. Who cares? Why embarrass yourself? Why bring yourself to her level? So what I'm gonna do is what I think is fair. The lowest of the repair estimate is $1,068, okay? I believe that Ms. Lastra had the majority culpability in this situation, and you did as well. So what I think is fair is that you share in part of, I think that Hannah was majority responsible for the situation. She could have prevented it in many ways that I've explained more than once. So I think what is fair to do is that we will make you responsible for 40% of the $1,068, which is $427.20. And Hannah, you're responsible for the rest, okay? So I don't know what else to say to you guys. It agonizes me when I see women in situations like this. I mean, it really agonizes me. Good luck, ladies.
All rise.
Judge Perez has ruled in favor of the plaintiff. The defendant has been ordered to pay $427.20.
How do you feel?
Yeah.
I really expected that in the aftermath of it, maybe we could talk because we've been friends for so long.
A conversation coming into that party and seeing what I saw, I didn't expect it. Honestly, I expected more from you as my friend.
This has been a production of Allen Media Group.